What's up? I'm in my treadmill desk talking about how you can change your life in 10 minutes. Now, you can't change everything in 10 minutes, but purposeful intention can bring you financial independence faster than you think. Or maybe there's other things not going well in your life. I promise you this. Trump won the presidency. People are freaking out. Some people are excited. None of that's as important about what I'm about to say. It is important who's the president. It does matter. But you know what? President ain't going to pay your bills. None of them. Hillary, Obama, or Trump. They might facilitate jobs. They might facilitate tax consequences or make things better, depending on how you look at it. But what you must do, and you must resolve to do in the next 10 minutes, is say, never again. And that's what life comes down to. At some point, you say, never again. I'm not doing this stuff, and I'm changing my path. And life is about the path you're on. All paths lead to the same basic end. We all are going to die at some point. But some paths are tumultuous, they're painful, they're full of nightmares and friction. And one of those paths is the one where you choose to buy into the system about how you make your money. Now, I'm not going to tell you everybody should become an entrepreneur. Not everybody's Bill Gates, but everybody, in my opinion, should be part of something entrepreneurial, at least part-time, full or part-time. If you don't, and it doesn't mean you're doing it on your own. Maybe you do better working with other people. So I wanted to take some questions, today in the next 4 hours and 45 minutes, I'm closing out. For the last 2 weeks, a business partner and I have had a real estate test group open where you could learn how Cole Hatter, my business partner, went from being paralyzed in a wheelchair as a firefighter. He got hit by a car, had to teach himself to walk again, had no money, no college degree, and by 28 became a millionaire investing in real estate. And I've always invested some in real estate. It's not been my main thing. I know a lot about real estate because I was involved. One of my business partners was a big real estate guy. And so we came together. I teach some of the business stuff. He teaches the specifics on doing rental real estate, building wealth, and so on. And, there's some people out there that are going to tell you that there's scams, that anything you learn online teach you money. Well, all I'd say to them is it a scam to buy a book? I spend $30,000 to $40,000 minimum per year on books. They're not scams. I'm buying information from people who learned it the hard way so that I can shorten the time it takes me to do what I want to do. And I highly recommend that path for you. So I put together this program. I want to put a link, there's just I don't know if I'll have a link actually here, Facebook Live. It's just tailopez.com/RE. The R and the E stand for real estate. tailopez.com/real estate. I'm on a treadmill desk. Here we go. So I'm on my treadmill desk, just walking real slow while I talk to you. I like to do that. Whatever you do, you want to be more productive, you got to be able to do twice as much in half the effort. If you're going to sit there and answer your emails, you might as well sit there and answer your emails while you're even if you're only going 1-2 miles an hour, you're still getting in. You should walk about 7 miles a day, ideally. A scientist told me, a Harvard guy. Anyway, let's talk about financial independence because that's what this is about. So your financial independence will come at one moment, and it's a moment that happens within 10 minutes of the first thought. You will not create, if you're broke right now, I was broke, sleeping on a couch. Cole Hatter, those of you who get in the real estate test group, he started in his early 20s. He wasn't a millionaire until he was 28 through real estate. So I'm not saying you instantly achieve financial independence. I'm saying you instantly change paths. One path will lead you to the same old status quo 9-to-5 job that you don't thrive in, enjoy, and doesn't allow financial independence. So what you have to do at some point, and I want to talk about this, is how do you change paths? When I meet somebody whose path's changed, I'm optimistic, even if they're broke. I'm like, this dude or this woman is on the path. And it's kind of like I'm not super religious, but there's a saying in the Bible, and it says, wide is the path that leads to destruction, and many go on it. And then they said, then it goes, narrow is the path that leads to eternal life. Now, I don't know much about spiritual stuff. That's not my area of focus or expertise. Okay? But I will tell you this. You could replace the words financial independence. Wide is the path that will lead you to financial destruction, and many are those that follow that path. Most of the world is in debt, stressed on the first of the month when their bills come due, and I've had that too. So I'm not talking down to anybody. But what I'm saying is, there was a moment in time for me, and it can happen for you too, where I said enough is enough. And until you get to that place, I don't care what you do. You can think books are a scam. You can think everything's a scam until you've hit that moment in time where you go, I will change. I will switch paths. There is no hope. But the second you do that, in 10 minutes, everything starts to change. Your bank account might not instantly reflect the change, but trust me, it's on the way. It's on the way. And I've seen this over and over. In the last 2-3 years since I started doing social media, can't tell you, there was a guy here at my house at the social media influencer party where I had 1,000 of the biggest social media influencers, and he came up to me. He said, I wanted to fly out for this party, not for the party. I want you to know, in 2014, I was a beginning entrepreneur, and I'm a millionaire now, 2 years later. Or he said it took him 1 year, and now he makes about $500,000 a month. And I'm not promising that to everybody. I'm saying a lot of people, write me every day, confirming what I'm telling you now, that things can change. But, and this is a big but, they don't change for everybody because most people don't listen. They don't listen. And so you have to ask yourself, which one of those people are you? Are you the one open-minded? Hold on, sorry. So I hope each of you watching this, whatever you take away, whether you join the real estate test group or not, if you join it, that's great. If you want to find another path, go ahead. Somebody said, Aiden said, how can you change your life in 10 minutes? I told you change your path. Give you a perfect example. Tony Robbins says it. There's a point in time where, and I've never been an alcoholic, but I've listened to many stories of people who are alcoholics. Most of them say there was one moment where they hit rock bottom. And oftentimes it takes more than one rock bottom. So maybe they lost their family, lost their job because of alcoholism. And so, the first time they're like, okay, I got to quit drinking. And then the next day comes and they get back to drinking. But then they hit even worse rock bottom. Maybe they lose their family or they go to jail. And at some point, enough of these situations happen where you go, enough is enough. And that is the transformational moment. Obviously, you don't instantly go from having an alcohol problem to instantly being, perfect. No one's perfect. But it's within 10 minutes. It's within 10 minutes. Someone say, why am I moving? I am on a treadmill desk. So I hope each of you will have that, and not many people don't have that moment until it's too late. It's too late. And when it comes to making money, it could be too late. You don't want to be 75 and financially independent. And, well, it's great if you are 75, but you don't want the first time that you're ever financially independent to be age 75. Some of you, if you guys have been watching my Snapchat, you see I have people here of all ages making money. Yesterday I had Rorion Gracie, who brought Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to America. He founded the UFC in 1993. He's older. He's at 64. I had Jalen White. He's 19 years old, makes $20,000 to $70,000 a month flipping wholesale real estate contracts. He brought along his buddy Jeff, who makes $90,000 a month net on Amazon. What does he do? Drop shipping on eBay and Amazon. $90,000 a month net. He came here in his R8, or he had his Audi, and he's 21 years old. So each of these people, they got it at the right time. I wish those of you watching and you're 19 years old, I wish this Facebook Live would have been around 19, not because I'm so special, but because the message I'm telling you is powerful, because other people told it to me. So I hope each of you at some point changes your path. You financially broke? It's a decision. And now people are going to lie to you, and they're going to tell you now this president or that president affects this recession. It doesn't matter. I've made more money during recessions, not because I target people to make more money, but because even at the worst 2008 economy in the United States, unemployment only went up from 6% to 10%. It's not like most people didn't have a job. It's not like the 1920s and 30s when people were starving to death in the United States. It wasn't that kind of depression. So the world's better than it's ever been, and people still whine more than everyone else, which is sad. And that path, if you choose that path to blame other people for your financial independence or lack of financial independence, then you know what? You're not ready for the path. The old saying goes, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When the student is ready. The student's always been there for us. I just wasn't always ready to hear the message, which sucks for me. But you know what? Better late than never. I don't care if you're watching this and you're 95 right now or you're 15 right now. My mentor used to say, better late than never. Warren Buffett did it right. He started reading about investing at 7 years old. Bill Gates did it right. Okay, he did it ideal. He started at 12. You and I have a mentor in real estate. Same thing, started around 12. The billionaire, what's his name? The farmer guy, I forget. Oh, J.R. Simplot was his last name. He started at 7. So all of us are late, but better late than never. So what can you do to create financial independence? Well, number one, this is one of the most important things. I'm going to give you 3 things right now. Number one, and do not forget this. Number one, you cannot be a pessimist. Now, let me qualify this. It's okay to have pessimistic thoughts sometimes. It's okay to be somewhat cynical because there's a lot of BS in this world, and I've seen it and you've seen it. There's a lot of people who betray you. There's a lot of bad. But if your overriding energy is one of negativity and being sure that you won't get it, then you will create a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I guarantee you, you will be right. There's a saying, he who says he can and he who says he can't, they both are right. So which one are you? Are you the one who says it's right? Or are you the one who says it's wrong? Are you the one who sees the glass half full in the world? Are you the one who sees it half empty? If you think we're in tumultuous times, my grandmother was born in Nazi Germany. Well, it wasn't Nazi yet. In 1918, all the boys in her family killed in the World War I. I think my great-grandfather shot in the stomach. My grandma said Germany was so poor when she was born, she ate carrots 3 times a day until their skin turned orange. She said she never saw 2 eggs until she came through the Statue of Liberty on a boat from Germany to the United States. That was tumultuous times. There ain't one damn person on this Facebook Live that has that circumstance. Now, you might have hard circumstances. I'm not diminishing your situation. I'm saying, number one rule, 10 minutes change your life, financial independence. If you don't believe it's possible, then you need more time for life to get rougher. And I don't wish that on anybody, but I've learned some people only can learn the hard way. Some people got to touch the fire. They can't listen and watch somebody else touch the fire and say, You know what? I ain't going to do that. Nope. Some people got to touch it. And there's no solution for them. If you have a friend like that, everybody has their own time frame. I hope that you are on a time frame like today. That maybe in 10 minutes you alter your path. Now, number 2. So let's say you get number 1 correct. You are able to see, despite all the bad things in the world, you are able to see a optimistic potential. And I'm not even talking about optimism. You're able to see potentiality is the best word. Potentiality. What is potentiality? It means you think somehow, some way, it's possible. Look, I was born to a single mom. My dad was in prison when I was born. A lot of odds were against me. I was fortunate enough to be born healthy, so some things were in my favor, but not everything was. My mom probably never made more than 20 grand a year. Okay? Lot. But you know what? There was potentiality there. There was a possibility that I'd figure out how to make a lot of money. There was a possibility I'd figure out financial independence. There's, of course, Rorion Gracie told me his father started Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but was told when he was a young child that he was so weak he could never do anything. But he believed in potentiality of, well, if through hard work, technique, mentorship, there was potential. And you know what? He changed the world. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu changed the world of martial arts, and for many people has changed our life. For me, I found a mentor, and this is number 2. Just like I was saying, the Gracie found a mentor from Japan, I found a business mentor named Joel Salatin when I was 19, right out of high school. So number 2, each of you must find a mentor. Now, beautiful thing about the modern world is to become financially independent and find a mentor, the mentor doesn't always have to be in person. It used to be that way. Like even 10 years ago, you had to go travel. I've been to, I think, I need to recount, but I think over 50 countries, many of them in search for mentors because they shorten the path and it is the way of wealth. Trust me, I once wrote down every person who had a mentor. From Bill Gates had a mentor, Mark Zuckerberg had a mentor, Jeff Bezos had a mentor, Steve Jobs had a mentor, Warren Buffett had Benjamin Graham. You know, the richest people in the world have mentors. And I find it amazing that my friends who are broke, they don't think they need a mentor. I'm like, let me get this straight. Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Steve Jobs, Warren Buffett, they needed a mentor. These high IQ people who are already billionaires and still see the value, but you don't. I said, let me ask you this. Is there any great athlete, name a professional athlete? Michael Jordan says his college coach, Dean Smith, was instrumental in him becoming a 6-time champion. In fact, Michael Jordan had more than one mentor, more than one coach. He had Phil Jackson, he had Tex Winners, he had assistant coach, he had dietitians, he had a stretching coach, he had a chef. Each person contributing to his life. So this number 2 things, you must have a mentor because you can't achieve financial independence on your own. You could try, but the odds are against you. But if you listen to what I'm saying, the odds shoot through the roof. They really do. Nothing's 100%. Okay? Oh, good idea. I'm going to snap that I'm on. Snapchat. I go on my Facebook Live. I am Facebooking on my treadmill desk. Oh, whoops, let me do this again. Snapchat. Go to my Facebook Live. I'm giving an important talk on 10 minutes to create financial independence. Sorry, a little interruption. Okay, so number 2, a mentor, you can't do it on your own. So sometimes people decide they're going to go on the right path, but they make a mistake. They're optimistic, but they make this mistake. I don't want you to make this mistake. They think they can do it alone. Bill Gates, 16-time richest man in the world, he said he never did anything alone except take tests. He had Paul Allen at the beginning. And then when Paul Allen got cancer and retired, he found Steve Ballmer. I'm actually supposed to have lunch here with Steve Ballmer. I was at a dinner with him, and we're having lunch. Now Steve Ballmer's worth $28 billion. $28 billion. Do you think he has financial independence? Yes. Do you and I need to make $28 billion to be financially independent? No. You hardly have to make any money. You hardly have to make any money. You can make, compared to $28 billion, if you make $280,000 a year, that'd be a lot of money. If you make $100,000 a year, that's a good living. So I hope that you will understand that if the greatest people out there, the wealthiest people, realize they couldn't do it alone, that you and I have to be humble enough to say we're not going to try it alone either. If you understand modern economics, it'll make sense. We live in an exchange society, so is it possible you have to have somebody pay you money, but you also have to have somebody share with you how they made their money. And if you can get somebody to do that, it will change your life. So number one, you change the path by believing that in potentiality. Okay? Number two, you can't do it alone. Number three, and very important, number three, maybe the most important of all. Ideally, you have a map handed to you that's like a blueprint. That's like GPS. So you find somebody. It's not enough to just get a mentor. I have some mentors who have helped me, but they only give me general advice. And that's important, okay? But let's say today I wanted to start a restaurant. Let's say I'm going to start a restaurant. Okay, number one, I got to believe in potentiality. If I'm sure I can't do a restaurant, don't even bother to start. So if I can create that, then I change my path and I'm on the right path. Then number two, I realize I ain't going to do it alone. So I got to find some smart people, some mentors who have had restaurants, become friends with them, take them to lunch, take them to dinner, go listen to them at conferences, buy their books, buy their seminars. But number three, I have to find one of them to at least give me a specific GPS. You know, a GPS map says turn left in 100 feet and right in 100 feet. So you need it laid out. For example, I've got this test group open. You guys should watch this. There's only 4.5 hours left for you to get into this test group, okay? I've let in, I'm not sure how many people I've let in so far, but we're closing it. I don't want to create too much competition for you who get in, because it's how you can invest in real estate, become a real estate investor with little money or experience. And if you believe that's you got the potentiality, this is going to help you. If you need a mentor, it provides mentors right through your phone or your laptop. But the third thing is, and the most important thing, is it gives you specifics. Turn right, turn left. You want to invest in real estate? Here's what types of properties. Here's the areas. You don't have enough money to invest in real estate? Here's how to get banks and private individuals to give you the capital. You see, that's a specific roadmap that says turn left, turn right. And I created that social media agency where it was teaching people how to get into social media marketing by starting an agency. Just the other day, if you saw my Snapchat, a kid posted that he took the course and he got a doctor's office to pay him $20,000 up front for 1 year's worth of managing social media. It's already working for people, already working for them. So I hope this can work for you. This can work for you. Now that social media agency, I closed that group. This real estate one's still open. Now, there's other ones. If you don't want to get in the real estate one that I have, I'm going to put a little link, or you can just go, actually close this Facebook Live before midnight California time, and you can go to tailopez.com/RE. It's a secret page, so you got to type in tailopez.com/RE, like RE standing for real estate, just abbreviated. Tai Lopez, go there right now. Close this. You can come back and watch a replay of this. Now, I just saw a comment where somebody said, you don't need a mentor. Okay? That's what somebody just said. I can scroll up here. Who said that? Darren Carano. Don't need no mentor. Go touch the fire and keep going. Well, I understand why he might think that. And some of you might want to try that. I don't. Some people will tell you the only way to be successful in business is have 3 businesses that go bankrupt. I don't like that formula. Do you want to go bankrupt? Do you want to go through the hell of financial stress? No, I don't. So I'm willing to look at other people who went bankrupt and find out what they did wrong and have them teach me how I never have to do it again. So I understand this path, and that person who write that, maybe they'll become financially independent. But mark my words, it's probably going to take them 10 years longer than it would if they had someone providing the shortcut. I find it interesting, you know, I got started by buying a course online in 2001 by a guy named Corey Rudel. He laid out a map. I never met him in person. Unfortunately, he died in 2007 in a car accident in a Porsche. The damn Porsches are dangerous. That's why I don't have a Porsche. Not to pick on Porsche, but I bought this guy's course. It taught me how to do Google Ads. I was one of the first people to do Google Ads. Changed my life. I was sleeping on a couch. I don't remember the exact month. It was like summertime, and I began to believe in potentiality. I went out and I found a mentor. You might have heard my story before, a guy named Mike Steinbach. I said, if you teach me, I'll work for you for free. He mentored me. But even that wasn't enough. I needed the third step. I bought Corey Rudel's program. It's not around anymore. Like I said, he died. But his program actually laid out step by step. Here's how you do internet marketing. And I did it. And within 9 months, I made 6 figures. I went from $0, my zero income, no college degree, no car, sleeping on a couch of a mobile home. I did not even have my own place. This is all 100% verified in Clayton, North Carolina. Thousands of people know my story personally. It's not something I could even make up. Now, I had some things going for me. I was healthy. I'm a relatively smart guy. But I didn't have a lot of the things. I didn't even have a car. I had no girlfriend at the time. I had lost touch with all my friends. And so what happened was, within 9 months, by following the formula I just gave you, I was more than financially independent. I was making money. Okay? I think I made around, in 9 months, I made around $72,000. I remember that number, 70 some. And then over the next 3 months, 1 year, I made like 100 and whatever. I had multiple 1099s. I can't remember. One day I'll try to dig back in my taxes and find the exact number. I'm probably under exaggerating right now, not over exaggerating. But that then led me to be able to, once I understood how to make 6 figures, I figured out how to make a 7-figure business, over $1 million. Once I figured out how to make a 7-figure business over time, and this took more years, I was able to make 8 figures. 8 figures. And then beyond, you just keep going if you want to, or you just stop. You just stop and go, that was enough for me, I'm good. Some of you only need to make 6 figures or even less. In some countries, you don't even need that much money. You live in Argentina, you live in some countries you can live well for much less money. But financial independence. No financial independence, life sucks. It's been proven over and over. There's a Nobel Prize winning scientist, Dr. Kahneman. I think he's at Princeton University, and he found, and remember, this is a Nobel Prize winner, found that if you make, in most countries, less than the equivalent of $70,000 per year, your happiness suffers. No matter what. I don't care if you meditate. I don't care if you're spiritual and believe in otherworldly things, which is fine. But you're here on this world right now. And so you got to maximize each time. You can still be spiritual. You can still meditate. I do that. In fact, I got to leave in a second. I got a meditation coach here helps me settle my brain. I'm a type A person, so I need that. And so I hope that you'll follow this 3-step path. If you don't know, if you don't have a mentor, okay, I'm going to hold this out for some of you, not everybody. Don't think I'm trying to sell all of you on something. I'm not. There's going to be at least 50 to 100,000 people over the next few days who watch this live or the replay. Facebook replays it. And for those of you who listen to this, okay, I want you to understand that you're going to be writing me testimonials. Not because I'm so smart, no. But because this stuff's proven to work over and over. Some of you, I'm not promising everybody will become a millionaire. I'm definitely not promising everyone will become a billionaire. I'm not promising any specific number. I'm promising you if you follow the formula, you'll go up. And all you can ask for is to go up. Not everybody has the same path. Not everybody's going to be LeBron James in basketball, but you can get better. But you can get a heck of a lot better in finances. It doesn't matter if you're a male or a female. I just had a woman here, Liz. She makes $500,000 a month gross, and I would guess probably 30% margin. So she's probably making $150,000 net on Amazon, drop shipping products. Now, if you think the world's sexist or racist, she's a Latin woman, so there's racism does exist, sexism doesn't exist, but nobody gives a shit because she's selling on Amazon, so they don't know who she is. So she's bypassed that problem. All the whining that people do, some of it is justifiable, and some of it is just people justifying their procrastination, their laziness, their pessimism, their pride in not thinking that they maybe do need a mentor. Maybe they bought into the lie that you can learn it all the hard way. Well, you'll run out of years. You will run out of years. I have been creating programs, putting them online. One of my companies, I have different companies that I do, and right now, this real estate thing is wildly cool. It really is. And so, I'm gonna put this link. Like I said, I gotta go in a few minutes. I want to answer some questions, but go to tailopez.com/re. That video is only gonna be up for the next 4 hours and 15 minutes. tailopez.com/re. The letters, the abbreviation of real estate. RE. If you just go to tailopez.com, you won't see it. Okay, tailopez.com/RE. Now, let me take some questions here. What do we got here? Lay them on me. Positive or negative ones? Positive or negative? What time is it? I'm gonna eat some food while we talk. All right. Okay. Questions. Let me see these. Pretty straightforward advice. My first business after I got mentored, I actually went into business with Joel Salatin, a small farm business. We rented a farm, and he put the capital in. I had no money, and so I made $12,000. My first business made me 12 grand, but that was a heck of a lot of money because you got to understand, I came from an upbringing, single mom. She wasn't completely broke, but we were not wealthy. Christmas. Every year, my mom said she had $100 or $200 to spend on me. That's it. So 12 grand was a lot. And I used that 12 grand. Then I began to travel around the world, and I spent it all. I ended up stuck in New Zealand because I ran out of money. Had to shear sheep to get enough money to leave the country. But I found a mentor in New Zealand, a guy named Gary Townsend, one of the top businessmen in New Zealand at the time. So, yeah. Okay. What else we got? How many times a day do you eat? I'm doing the Gracie diet right now, so that's 3 times. But I was doing more than that. Okay, next question. Best area to start in real estate, state or region? So for those of you who get in the program, you're going to be learning precisely, this program is specifically on long-term holds of real estate so that you can create long-term wealth and that not only positive cash flow from each property, but also have appreciation potential. Okay. What other questions? How do you get into drop shipping, Google Ads, or online marketing? Well, there's programs out there right now. I'm building this one. Yeah. Let me answer this one. This is a Sorry, I'm doing two things at once, by the way. If I seem a little distracted, I'm on my treadmill desk and I'm answering my emails. But I'm not neglecting you. Hard lending, private lending. So yeah, when you don't have any money, you don't even have enough money for the down payment, you have to use what's called creative financing. I just had a guy here 2 days ago on my Snapchat, you probably saw, who is a 32-year-old, flew here on his private plane. He has a hard money bank. That's all they do. They lend, and it's called, instead of income-based lending where they ask you your credit and your income, they look at the asset. So the banks will give you money because they believe you found an underpriced asset that they can collateralize. So it's called, this you'll learn later, okay? Somebody said, Ty, what if you have no money to sign up for the course? Listen to me. Sometimes you just missed out on opportunities. I know that's mean for me to say. I don't mean it in a mean way. I have missed opportunities. If you have not saved up some money, you are always going to miss out on big opportunities. So for those of you who won't be able to get in this test group, because it's limited here, it closes at midnight. It's been open for 2 weeks, exactly at midnight. You're just going to miss out. Use that pain as motivation to not procrastinate in saving in the future. Don't procrastinate. Procrastination, I could do a whole nother talk on. A whole nother one. Yes. Is Ricky here or Isabella?
Yes, Ricky is here.
She comes later?
She comes later. She comes at 8:30.
Is this one approved? This is the Gracie one?
Yes, it is.
That whole thing is?
Yes.
Okay.
This is your lunch.
Okay. All right.
Dinner is like a snack. So
Yeah, dinner is the least on this diet. This isn't really a diet, but okay.
Do you want me to warm this up a little bit? The rice and the...
Sure, yeah. Scared money don't make money. That's true. Do you think creating online courses, Udemy, is a valid income source? Sure. Yeah, it's like being an author. Social media marketing, I'm here. Social media marketing, that test group's closed. Some of you missed it. I might open it back up because literally I'm getting hundreds of people a day being like, let me back in, but I haven't decided yet. I'm not on a diet. It's just the Gracie. It's a routine of how to eat. It's not a diet. Ty, I'm really considering entering the real estate program. I got good news for you. Those of you on the fence, get in the program because it has 100% 4-month money back guarantee. It don't work for you. You don't feel like you got your money's worth for any reason. You got 4 months. It's a 4-month program. You're going to be learning real estate and you get all your money back. I mean, I don't know how to make a better deal than that. Don't you wish college was like that? You go to university, you realize you can't get a job, you can get your money back. So, drinking a gallon of water a day, make sure you do that too. Okay. Danny Montana says he's now making $350,000 a year. That's cool. Following my advice. What are you doing? Is real estate still worth it? Absolutely. What does every country in the world have demand for? What's the 3 primary needs of all humans on every country in the world? Food, shelter, and water. So, yeah. Somebody said, Ty, why do you charge people for your programs? That's a great question. Is it a scam for an author to charge for his book? When you go to Barnes & Noble and it's a $20 book, are you being scammed or is it fair? When you go to university, I'm speaking, I think, at Harvard in 2 weeks. When people spend $60,000 a year at Harvard, is it a scam? My programs don't cost nearly as much as any university. They're cheaper than even a community college. Some people think that's not fair. Then don't buy them. I've always paid. I spend over $100,000 a month right now. $100,000 a month on paying coaches. You see all these coaches at my house? Some of them come for free, but I don't even like them to come to free. I want to pay them so that they understand that I'm taking this seriously. I spend over $100,000 a month. So somebody's having a hard time spending $100 or $1,000. I don't understand you. Now, I know that not everybody, and much of my life, I could not afford that. Now I have more income and I'm able to spend $100,000 investing in myself. It's the same principle. The same principle. You must have that approach. And those people, and like I said, I realize I can't do it alone. If you think you can do it alone, then there's no need to do this. You try that. I will race you. Name a business that you want to go in business against me. I'll follow the simple approach that I just gave you, believing in potentiality. Number 2, believing that I can't do it alone. And number 3, finding a mentor to give me a specific roadmap. Any business, name it. Name it. You want to open a restaurant? I've never opened a restaurant. I'll compete with you. You try it the hard way, I'll try it the easy way. And here's the good news. Any of you could do that. Any of you could be on that path. It's not just me. This is for all of you. That's how beautiful the world is nowadays. When does Isabella have a hard stop, by the way?
She has a hard stop at 9:40.
Oh, okay. So we're good. Okay. She should come a little later then. What time is she coming?
She's coming at 8:30.
Yeah, why don't you push her back? I mean, I don't think she needs to come until 9. I don't need to do the meditation for too long. I was just in an MRI. I just had an MRI. I was in an MRI for 30 minutes. So anyway, yeah, 9 she comes. I probably won't even start with her. 20, 30 minutes is enough because I want to do it more often. I don't want to do super long sessions. Yesterday we did 15 minutes. It was great.
Okay.
So we don't have to waste her time. You can still pay her for a full hour, but in the future, that's how we should do that. Okay. Ty, can you put me in the social media program? It's closed, my friend. And I only pretty much give everybody one chance because I'm only going to let so many people in the real estate program. So if you choose not to do it, I believe in being fair. Everybody gets one chance. You don't want to be in it? Then find something else. This isn't the only thing in the world. There's other ways you can learn. I don't have the complete monopoly on learning. But I'll tell you this. You're not going to find the stuff that I put out anywhere else. I guarantee you that. Guarantee you that. There's other good things out there, but it's not the same. I got a lot of things up my sleeve that I've learned. I got a lot of smart people around me, smarter than me. Cole Hatter's a smart guy. Wealthy by 28 years old. No college degree. Was in a wheelchair. I think at around 22 or 3 when he was I should ask him, when he was a firefighter from a car accident. Had to relearn how to walk. Luckily, he taught himself how to do that. But so, what did you do to get started? Very similar to what I just told you. That's how I got started. I'm giving you the same path because I know it worked for me, and I've seen it work over and over for people. All right, what other questions? Ugh. All right, I might eat a little. Ty, I found something at a lower cost. Not sure what you're talking about. Ty, your snap is rad. Thank you. Think about becoming a master level criminal mastermind. My dad ended up in jail for doing that shit. He told me, don't go to jail, it's boring. So, the problem with doing stuff, I don't know if you're serious, but if you are, no one ever makes lasting. You don't want to just be wealthy once and then broke the next day. You want lasting wealth, because there's nothing worse than tasting the fruits of financial independence and then have somebody take it away from you. So, better to go slower. Not many people that do illegal stuff that stay wealthy, even though people think there is. Okay. What other questions we got? Okay. People are asking details on the program. I created a special page. You got to go to this. It'll answer all your questions. TaiLopez.com/RE, like real estate. TaiLopez.com/RE. Somebody said, how much is and is the refund real? Here's how you can feel good about the refund. It's a credit card, so it's backed by Amex, Visa. So even if we wanted to not refund you, it's backed by MasterCard, Visa, and Amex. So you're guaranteed. And I've never not refunded somebody who's wanted a refund. Never. So, okay, what else we got? Tai, is it worth it to get a loan to buy your program even if you're in college? Okay, good question. I have mixed feelings. I don't want anybody spending their last dollar and not being able to feed their family. You know, don't do that. If you're in that situation, you're going to have to save up some money. In terms of a loan, you know, if it's a loan from your family, but don't go broke trying to get into this. Some people will tell you should. I'm a little more conservative. The whole point of being financially independent is to not completely stress yourself out. So I'm not going to tell you you should stress yourself out to learn how to not stress yourself out. I mean, life already naturally stressful enough, so no need to kill yourself. What's my take on the Dow Jones after the elections? Whatever you do, don't listen to the mainstream media. I think we all know. I don't care if you like Trump or Clinton. Did they tell the truth about the polls? Was it true that Clinton was winning by that much? Hell no, they were lying. So I said you don't even have to like Trump to learn the lesson of the election. 2 lessons of the election. Number 1, social media matters. And if you look at Donald Trump's Twitter for the last few months, it's always had double the amount of favorites and retweets. That matters. So, but that's not the most important lesson. Is these damn people lie a lot. The media lies a lot. God, I can tell you from personal experience. I read an interesting psychological article that says journalists that profession attracts a lot of psychopaths, much higher than the average profession. Google it. Psychopath journalists. So all this stuff about the Dow Jones Industrial going up and down, it's true. That's a fact. You'll be fine. In fact, this would be probably a great time to buy stuff. Remember, if you only buy high, then you sell low. Then you go broke. Buy when things are low. Buy when things are low. I don't know why people don't get that. You don't want to buy when things are high. Get it when it's cheap. If you had a choice to buy a car on sale, it's the same car. So do you really think one day America is now no longer a good investment? Come on. Okay, time from Mexico and I have money. What books do you recommend? I've always got my book list on my website, tailopez.com/real estate. The only problem with books, and I love books more than anybody, as you probably know if you follow my stuff, books aren't always up to date. So the reason I make video programs and not write books as much, I think I will write a book, is because I can update them instantly. Something new happens in the market, boom, we can create a video, have it up the same day for you to learn. I think it's important to balance out. You want to learn from books, you want to learn in person, you want to learn some from conferences, but you don't want to learn only in one way. It'll make you vulnerable. So, yeah, important that you balance out your learning style, so to speak. All right. When am I coming to Australia? You know, I might come to Australia for the New Year's. So, that could be fun. Oh, so we have it's 8 o'clock. There's exactly 4 hours left to be in the program. tailopez.com, and then you got to put in, to get the secret page that is listed on, /RE, those initials of real estate. RE, tailopez.com/RE. You got to go there, okay? All right. What else we got? Eat a little food for a second while we talk. I'll keep talking to you. Yeah, I should read you the names of all the people getting in the program. It's pretty cool. I'll read you some here. For those of you watching who just got in the program, let me congratulate you publicly. I get little email alerts here telling me every time someone got in the program. Oh, someone here just got declined. If your credit card declines, you don't want to miss this 4 hours one. Email my support or call the number. We still are, I think, in the office right now here in California. John Vega, congratulations. You're in the program. Who else we got? James Ferraraki, Omar Guevara, Scott Borden, Ray Vega, Ron Schallhorn. No, that's in the 69 steps. Michael Petroni, John Jimenez, Calvin Leak, Aaron Yoon, Chris Cottongame, Du Lam, Quing Singbush, Andrew Azat. We need more women in here too. Who else we got? Stephen Lee was declined. Richard Sterling in the UK. This stuff, these principles you'll learn. This is, we're focused on the US, but the same principles will work anywhere. And if you're outside the US, you'll be at a competitive advantage because not many people usually are doing this. They got rich there in Norway. Real estate's very interesting all over the world. Remember, it's not just the US where people need homes. Everywhere. So if you want to learn how to invest in real estate, even if you have little money or experience, this program's for you. Okay? This is specifically, now if you're already advanced, you're still, by the way, I'm going to give you some bonus stuff. One of the bonuses I'll give you, I just recorded with Jalen White. He's 19 years old. He's making $20,000 to $70,000 a month. He made 70 grand last month. At 19, he's married. This dude got his shit together. 19. Man, he makes me feel bad. I wasn't that far along at 19. Not that far along. But you know what? That's good. You always want other people to surpass you. That's how you know the world's going great. I'm not even sure what I'm about to eat. What is this? Chicken, I'm assuming. Yeah. Ty, I was declined. Israti said manipulative. Now, some people will think what I'm saying is manipulative. Just remember, when you guys start sharing your success with people, people are going to think you're tricking them. You know why? Because some people are so far in the matrix, they don't even realize they've already been conned. How comes no one's protesting outside of public schools? The average public school, taxpayer dollars in the state of New York, spends $200,000 per student. Now, if you went to school in New York or other parts of the U.S., $100,000, do you think you got your money's worth? Or would you wish they would have just given you that money? I believe I was ripped off in school. By the time I was 18, I didn't know jack shit about the real important things in life. Pick up a random book and tell us about it. Prove you read books. Suspicious people. We live in a world. I can have the number 12 TEDx talk of all time about books. People still won't think I read. You know what? I read for my own personal advancement, not to prove it to anybody. If you think I don't read, then why would you watch my Facebook? Because that means I'm a liar. Let's see. What else we got? Is flipping real estate in LA still worth it? Cole's doing a property right now, is about to make $2 million on. Now, he's a little more advanced. You're not going to be able to start out like that, but ask him if flipping still works. Flipping works anywhere that you can find motivated sellers where there's an arbitrage opportunity. But LA, many parts of LA, you have to have a little more money to start. So in this program, we'll show you what parts of the US are a little easier to get started. This is a great coconut water. In the Gracie diet, coconut water is good for you, man. Better than Gatorade. It's natural. It's got a lot of potassium. Ty, my student loans are $44,000 and my son's loans are $40,000 and they're growing with interest. It's a tragedy. America has $1.2 trillion minimum of college debt. That's called the real scam. People try to say, remember this, what Jim Rohn said. A formal living will make you an income, will make you a living. A formal education will make you a living. Formal education will make you a living. You'll get a job, but self-education will make you a fortune. So pick which one you want. For me, I'm thankful, you know, that I went down a different path. Ty, what happened to the brain pill with Herman? What do you mean? I take it every day. Most of the business I have, I build for myself first. Then I let other people have them later. So, Neuro 67, I'm taking it. I think I can tell a difference already. It's cool. I can't guarantee it because it could be placebo effect, but there's a lot of science behind this pill. Hi, where's the Lamborghini? Well, not in my office. I'm not in the habit of driving my car into my house. But if you watch my Snapchat every single day, you know, there's still some people out there that think I rent cars. It's amazing. I'm actually interested to see okay. What degree is the highest earning? I mean, if you're going to get a conventional degree, you probably want to get a professional degree like a doctor, lawyer, or accountant. But only do it if you want to do those professions. Don't become a doctor because your mom wants you to. If you don't want to be a doctor, don't be it. No matter who tells you that. You got to do... Now, if you're interested in medicine, life's not all about trying to become a millionaire. Become a doctor. Nothing wrong with it. Is e-commerce or tech better to fall into as an entrepreneur? Depends which one you're the most curious in. Curiosity is what you must have. LaFerrari or Porsche 918? Lamborghini, I like better. I'm a judge of the 2017 Robb Report Car of the Year. If you watch my Snapchat, I just drove all the cars. I didn't drive a 918, but Lamborghini's a badass car. So is Rolls Royce. Those are my two favorite. Tips on a bar business. I was in the nightclub business, not the alcohol side. I might make a course on that. It's its own art. Ty, how do you approach potential mentors? It's tricky. The good mentors don't have any time. And the people who are too excited to mentor you, they're not busy because they're not that good. So you gotta find people who like to help people. Not all mentors do. Bill Gates ain't out mentoring anybody. You can't buy a program. I wish I could. I wish we live in a world where every successful person was required to give back by teaching what they learned, but only a few do. I'm not saying they do anything wrong, but, you know, someone said, am I straight? Yes. What's a good job to do at home? Internet. real estate. Oh, yeah. Somebody asked about the accelerator program. So once you get into the real estate program, it's a good time when you talk to the concierge on the phone, you can ask them questions on the other programs. All right, I'm gonna head out of here in a second. So if you have any other important questions, there's 3 hours and 15 minutes, 45 minutes. 3 hours and 45 minutes. What do I think about real estate in Brazil? Anywhere there's a lot of people, or not even a lot of people, real estate has opportunities. Same with the internet. The internet is basically online real estate. Websites are online real estate. Conventional real estate is in-person real real estate. How do I make money? Some of you need to watch the replay. Real estate in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico has a lot of financial problems. There'll probably be a lot of cheap real estate because people will have to get rid of it. Somebody's going to still live in homes. People are always going to live in homes. You need to be a realtor to do real estate. Nope. Nope. No. This program is not how to become a realtor. The money in real estate is owning the real estate, not selling it. Now, you can be a realtor. That's okay, but not as good. Not as good. If I had a choice between a real estate investor and owning properties, who do you think is going to make more money? I just signed up for a program. I own a house that I have some equity. Should I sell and invest in a flip? Don't be too hasty. Go through the whole program. Have I read The Sell? I have not read it. Economy is really bad in Puerto Rico to sell at the moment. Exactly. Don't be selling. Be buying. But there's a lot to it. You can lose money in real estate. So you must know what you're doing. You can lose money in anything. You lose money in the internet. There's no guarantees if you don't know what the heck you're doing. Just because you go into the gym to lift weights doesn't mean you're going to lose weight and put on muscle. Nope. A lot of people go in the gym nonstop, do all that hard work. They're always on the treadmill, and they get fatter. You have to know the art of each thing. Can you do real estate at the age of 14? Yes. It's different because you oftentimes have to do it with an adult, but absolutely possible. What do you think about Amway network marketing? Mixed feelings. Sorry, I gotta do something. So I'd eat coffee. Drink coffee. Not that much coffee. I don't like to use too much artificial stimulants. Testing out eating in front of a camera. I just happen to be hungry. People oftentimes think that I stage stuff. I pretty much don't. I made a deal with myself. I'll be on social media as long as I can just do the stuff I would do anyway. Like if I'm playing basketball, and if people don't like that, that's fine. It's like TV. Change the channel. Tai, I'm a doctor. I just started 67 Steps. I'm starting a post-grad on orthopedics. I'm not so sure if investing in my field or into real estate. The beauty of real estate, you can still do your main thing, and you can just do real estate part-time. In fact, that's what I recommend. Many things, even you investing in learning how to do a social media agency or building an app or building an internet business, you know? You can do them part-time. All right, I gotta go. TaiLopez.com/below real estate /RE. TaiLopez.com/RE, the letters for real estate, the abbreviation. All right, guys. It's been good talking to you. And yeah. Okay. TaiLopez.com/RE. Okay? I'll talk to you guys soon.